Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shay for you all that do not know, and today I am back with another video. So in today's video, I kind of want to piggyback on my last video because I realized afterwards that I didn't really talk about what happens when you get everything that you want. I feel like I touched on it a little bit, but I didn't go over the things that I feel like affect you when you do get all these things, just to be able to like try to maintain all of these things that you get, because life can be a lot, especially because, like, we're focused on getting that job, starting that business, taking care of the kids, getting married, making sure you're taking care of the house, and then making sure you're taking care of your body, your fitness, your health. If you have animals, taking care of your animals, and then also making sure that you chase your dreams at the end of the day. None of these things are bad, and wanting all of these things are not bad. It's just that when you get it all at one time and you're trying to balance and you're trying to learn all this work-life balance things, you can get a workload that you really wasn't prepared for in the first place. And I just wanted to go over the hidden effects that you might not see right away. So the first thing that I see a lot is mental exhaustion, because you are wearing so many hats. You are a mom, you are a business owner, you are a sister, you are a daughter, you are a friend, you are a wife, you're a homemaker. You're wearing all these different hats, and you're having to constantly change from thing to thing to be able to keep up with your life. And just having that, all of that on your brain is just a lot. Just changing the hats, it's just a lot for the brain to deal with in the first place, because you're physically in one place, but your mind is in like 10 different places at one time, and that can take a huge toll on your brain. So the second one I wanted to talk about is decision fatigue. So with you having all these different things that you do, you have to constantly figure out what it is that you want to do that day, or what is a priority. What do you have to sacrifice to get something else done? What's the most important to you? And what is something that you're like need to prioritize right now, or what is something that is frustrating you, or what's something that is stressing you out right now. Just thinking of all of that and trying to do all these things at one time, you're just like, if you like me, you just be like, I just don't want to do none of it at this point, because just trying to figure out what's the most important can be a headache in itself. And when I say just those things, you start the decision fatigue begins to leak in a lot of different areas. Like, you don't even want to think about what you're going to eat. You don't want to think about small things that is fun to do. You don't want nobody, if you're in a dating world, you don't want nobody asking you like, what should we do, or nobody asking you anything, because like your brain is just at this point it's fried because you got too much going on. For the third one, it is physical exhaustion. With physical exhaustion, sometimes you might not even feel it right away, but because the body is staying on all the time, you don't realize like how much it's pulling on your energy levels, because it is in constant is constantly visual of what's going on and what's happening, and how something that's happening can affect the other thing, and all of that is affecting your body at the end of the day, because basically everything affects everything. So you just have to really make sure that you're getting enough rest. And sometimes when you have too much on your plate, you literally cannot get enough rest because you don't have enough time. You don't have enough time at all to get it all done. So you are sacrificing in some areas to be able to get it all done. That's when you start seeing people having health problems because they weren't able to get enough sleep, or they weren't able to just, sometimes you just need to rest. Just turn your brain off and just rest, even if it's just sitting around doing nothing, or if it's taking care of your body. Like, make sure you're eating healthy, make sure you're working out. You might not have enough time if you didn't make that a priority in your life. Number 4, your personality can change. You might was once a very patient person that turned impatient. You might have been very creative and now you don't have any new ideas, or you're very irritable and like everything feels like an obligation to you. Everything in life, nothing feels, fun anymore. Life feels like an obligation. Anything that you've asked God for, it feels like an obligation. And you just don't want any more obligations. You don't want any new friends because it's an obligation. You don't want anything. So really pay attention to that. I would say number 5 is your relationships can suffer. And of course, it's not because you're trying to make the relationship suffer. You just don't have nothing else to give. You don't have anything else to give anybody. And like I said, with your personality can become the change. Not everybody can deal with you having mood swings and being irritable all the time. It can be something that a person can just be like, oh, okay, she's just under a lot of stress right now, or whatever the case may be. But when people are dealing with that type of stuff for a long period of time, they don't have no more patience for it, because your personality is not the same person that you was before. And now your relationships are suffering because you wanted everything at the same time. Number 6, which is the last thing that I think is, you stop living and you start maintaining. Like, everything in your life is a one big to-do list. Your household chores, your kids, your job, your business, you're working out, or whatever the case. Everything is a to-do list, which everybody is going to have a to-do list and everybody is going to have to do maintenance. But for your whole life to be maintenance, and then you look around and you don't really have time to do anything, because like I said earlier, you have nothing else to give to relationships. Your personality has changed already, and you don't even want to do the things that's fun. You don't want to hang out with your friends anymore. You don't want to go on date night with your husband or boyfriend or whatever the case may be. You don't want to spend time with your dog. Like, you don't want to play with your dog. You don't want to play with your kids. You prayed and you asked God to purchase a home, but you don't even get to see that. You don't really get to be in that home. And when you are in that home, the home feels like a boatload of stress, because all you doing all the time is cleaning it up, and you're not like enjoying. Because sometimes, like, when you are not super busy, you can actually enjoy doing the chores around your house, because it's your house. It's something that you prayed for. It's something that you wanted. Like, you don't want, like I said, you don't want your blessings to feel like a burden, because you have too many things going on in your life. So make sure that when you're asking God for all these things, that you know the difference between a full life and a loaded life. But when you have only a few things that you're focused on at a time, you're able to give those things your all and all of your effort, and you're able to benefit from those things way more than when you are spreading yourself too thin. And that's all that I have to say on that topic. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye.